Hello class, this is Zachary Ross, and today we're going to be conducting an analysis based on homework number 6. And in this particular analysis, they want us to look at claims of discrimination within an organization. And where we're going to do that is by looking at any evidence of a relationship between minority status of employees and their employment status, the different categories of which they are employed. And we're going to conduct here a contingency table within cross tabulation, and we're going to show, observe, and expected frequencies in a row and column percentage format here. We want to see if there are any sort of causal relationships in the nominal level between these frequencies. And additionally, we're going to conduct a chi-square test to determine whether there is a significant relationship between the two variables. And we're going to report the results here. So to get started, I have open here homework number 6 data set for SPSS 23. And as you can see here, we have different names of the types, ID, gender. We're looking at here job cat, which is employment categorization label, and minority, which is minority classification. We want to look at the relationship between those two variables. So to create a crosstab contingency table, we want to go here to analyze at the top, scroll down to descriptive statistics, and further scroll down to crosstabs. Here we're going to select for our rows, minority classification, and for our column, employment categorization, which we've brung over here. Also, we want to display cluster bar charts as an illustration of our output data. We're going to go here to statistics. We're going to select chi-square for our chi-square test. We're going to hit continue. We're going to format our cells. Our cells are going to show observed and expected counts, and row, column, and total percentages. And we are going to click continue and OK. And here's our case processing summary. We have an N of 474 employees. And here's our crosstab from minority classification and employment category cross-tabulation. So those who are not of a minority classification, we see here in the employment category, they make up 276 clerical, 14 custodial positions, and 80 managerial, for a total of 370 non-minority classified employees. For our minority classified employees, we see our count here of 87 clerical, 13 custodial, and only 4 in the managerial employment category. And there's a total of 104 minority employees here. So if we look at our just a crosstab, we can see that there's a significant difference in the number of managerial positions held by non-minorities and minorities, positions of authority. Non-minorities have 80, minorities have only 4. So there's a huge difference there, a huge relationship. So if we go down further, we have our chi-square test here. And our chi-square test really is to calculate this Pearson chi-square here, 26.172, is a value which resembles the normalized sum of squared deviations between our observed and expected frequencies here. So that is a large statistic by any means. Our degrees of freedom here, which is essentially the number of categories reduced by the number of parameters, and our distribution is 2. And our asymptotic significant, which is two-sided distribution, is the level of confidence, our p-value here, our significance level, which is less than 5, which is less than 0.005. So we can reject the null hypothesis and say that there is a significant relationship here. And furthermore, here's our bar chart, which shows the different clerical, custodial, managerial employment categories here, for minorities and non-minorities. And so we can see all the different measurements there. So we're going to say theoretically there is a strong relationship between the two variables. These are all nominal levels of measurements.